This is perfectly explained. Watch.
I'm going to use climate change. As a geologist, I'm very passionate about this.
You believe in it?
Climate change is a fact.
Okay.
I've been talking about it
Just
since
checking.
no, I've been talking about it since 1979. It's also a fact that humans are not causing it. Humans are not causing it, and the real scientists know
Cow
this.
farts.
It's not the cows. I'll tell you. I mean, NASA knows this. NASA knows that over 90% of the CO2, there is an increase in CO2. Is there more CO2 in the atmosphere now than there was 10 years, 20, 50, 100 years ago? The answer is absolutely yes. Is it a bad thing? The answer is no. Is it the most we've ever had? We're right about 440 parts per million right now. In geologic history, we're looking Cretaceous over 1,000, or the Jurassic over 1,000 parts per million, Triassic 2,000 parts per million. The earth was lush, the earth was green, life was abundant during that time. And what we see in geologic history, and this is fascinating to me, there are times when CO2 levels are high and the temperatures are low, and times when just the opposite is happening. It's not necessarily a one-to-one correlation. Where's the CO2 coming from? Over 90% of the CO2 is coming from the oceans, warming. Warm water holds less gas. Here's the kicker. The oceans are warming from underneath, not from the top. If it was from the CO2 on the top, the warming of the air, it would be coming from the top. It's warming. The glaciers are melting from underneath, and the oceans are warming from underneath from tectonic processes that happen about every 12,500 years that people just don't want to talk about. It is a tectonic process that begins in the core, translates perturbations into the mantle, the weak areas, the crust. You see more tectonic activity, more volcanic activity, was exactly what we're seeing. Do we need to go clean green? Yes, we need to stop burning fossil fuels because the oil is actually a very precious resource that cannot be replaced. And if we were serious about doing it, we've had the technology for over 70 years. We've had technology that will produce clean, green, sustainable energy, no CO2. It's abundant in the Earth's crust. The waste can be recycled into the energy again. If we were serious about it, if the powers that be were serious, I know that they would go after this tech that is not being used. We've had leaders come on and say the science is settled. And the minute somebody says the science is settled, that's a red flag. Science is a living body of information. It's designed to be constantly upgraded when new discoveries come to light. They'll use the urgency of a situation, say the science is settled, to force us to accept their idea of a solution. We all saw this during the pandemic as well. The science is settled. You must do these things. When the science continues and reveals very different kinds of information.
That was perfectly explained.